Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to Mastering the Laws of Attraction. I'm your Coach Renz, and today we're going to continue on the book, The Alchemist. Now, I told you I got 10 pages of notes, but we're not going over every note. So, you need to read this book for yourself, and of course, with every book you read, you should be taking notes. You should have a journal that you take notes with for every book. Now, in the beginning, when we first started this book, I told you guys that the concept of having a personal legend, meaning that you have a personal destiny, a legend which tells you everything that's on the map, which is on your path. Because in your personal legend, in your pathway, there are certain things, certain symbols, certain omens, things to read, to pay attention to, that will tell you how to get to your destiny, to find your treasure, to get to where you need to be or you want to be in life, to get you where, the creator, the universe, the soul of the world has carved out a special thing just for you. And you need to be able to read the omens, read your personal legend in order to get to your destiny, to find your treasure. So one of the things that it says in The Alchemist is that one dies of thirst just when the palm trees are on the horizon, because he was in the desert with the alchemist at this point in the story. And he's saying that most people, when they're moving towards their destiny, when they're moving towards that treasure that they have either inside themselves, or that material treasure of the world, or relationship treasure, whatever that treasure is, all your treasures, that oftentimes we faint in the race. We don't continue. We give out. We tire. We get frustrated. We stop. We stop moving forward. We're on that pathway of a journey of 1,000 steps, and we get to step 888 and we stop when we only have a little ways to go. You went so very far, but then you stop, you fatigue, you give up, you prevent yourself from going, that extra mile. And I know it gets hard. It gets hard because, it seems like things just don't want to work out for you. Or that there's that one little small, you're missing that little piece of information or whatever it is to get you there. And that leads me into the one of the other sayings that he says, that every search begins with beginner's luck, and every search ends with the victors being severely tested. Now, there's two things about that. Anytime you start a journey, it's very easy in the beginning because you're full of energy. You're full of great expectations. You have a knowing that you're going to accomplish this, whether you're starting a business, whether it's the beginning stages of a relationship. You know that, and you believe that everything is great and everything is going to be great. But it says to every victor, there's severe testing. Now, here's something about that. Even when you're not victorious, there is still severe testing. But the victors persevere through the testing. They persevere. They continue. You see, everybody gets to step 888 in their 1,000-step journey, but only the victors take step 889, 890, 891, 892, 893. You see, losers get tested. You see, you start getting fatigued around step 600. But you and the victor may get to 888, but then you stop. But victors, they get to step 900. They get to step 950. They get to step 999. They take that 1,000th step and they get to their destination. And so everybody's going to be tested in every journey. It starts out easy, but you will be tested. And your test will be whether or not you will continue to move forward. Which, this is that one thing that's holding, this is one of those things that's holding so many people back. It's the execution of the next step. How well are you executing your steps? How well do you execute the next step? Do you even attempt to execute the next step? Your level of discipline towards execution is what gets you to the next level. You start a business, your business has struggled, but do you continue to execute your business, execute your plan, adjust your plan so that you can then execute again and get to the next step? It may be hard, it may be difficult. You may get knocked back 3, 4, 5 steps, but you have to push yourself forward. You've been married 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, but now you have to, do you give up? Do you stop? Is that type of joy and happiness and commitment to a person, is that beyond you? No, it's not. But it is for you to continue to get better, reevaluate, adjust, and take the next step. Okay? Because you have to understand that you possess a great treasure within you, and to try to tell others of that, it seldom will benefit you. So you don't want everybody knowing about your treasure, but that wasn't something that I wanted to talk about right there. So excuse me for putting that out there, but since I did say it, don't let everybody know about the treasures that you have inside, about what you want to accomplish in your life. But what I wanted to go to next was the fact that I wrote down that alchemy is about penetrating the soul of the world and discovering the treasure that has been reserved for you. Alchemy is about penetrating the soul of the world and discovering the treasure that has been reserved for you. You see, we all have a personal legend and a destiny because there is something out there. There's a legacy that we all are supposed to leave. There's a legacy that we all have that is just for us. And it's like Les Brown said, at everybody's deathbed, do you want to, if it was possible, to be surrounded by all the dreams, all the inventions, all the places, all the changes, all the impacts that you were supposed to have in life. You'll be surrounded by the ghost of all of them. They will scream out to you that only you could have given us life. But now we must die with you because no one else can fulfill your destiny but you. No one else can fulfill your personal legend. No one else can leave the legacy that you are supposed to leave. The endowments that you leave on family members, on friends, on strangers, on anybody is only for you to leave and no one else. No one else can leave them but you. So you must. And the thing about it, the reason why we don't, and this last quote is why we don't. It says, if a person is living out his destiny, he knows everything he needs to know. There is only one thing that makes the dream impossible to achieve: the fear of failure. That fear of failure is the one thing that can make your destiny, your dream, not happen. You have all the tools in the world. I can't tell you how many times people have told me if I only had the money. Well, here's the thing. You believe that in order for you to have a great amount of money, you have to be responsible with a little amount of money. But you're irresponsible with the little. So how can you have the great? There are so many people who say that they want to plant seeds, but you have one seed. Plant your one seed. Don't consume the harvest and then replant the remaining seeds. Always have a fair balance of planting again and harvesting. See, when you manage life better and not worry about failure, then you will begin to achieve your goals in life, achieve your destiny. Your personal legend will be achieved because you are a good manager over what you have. And the better you manage what you have, then the better you will be able to manage every aspect of your life, because your greatness is non-negotiable and you have to believe that. So y'all have a great day.